What's up, sports bettors? I have another very profitable PrizePicks entry for you today. So the best MLB DFS picks. So again, as a recap, the way that PrizePicks works is any two picks you select is just going to be a plus 200 parlay. 20 to win 60 means 20 to win 40 in profit. Doesn't matter what two picks you select. So we'll explain why that matters in a second, but before anything, make sure you join the OddsJam Discord. It's a very valuable tool for you. First of all, you can talk with people obviously about sports betting strategies, the best bets for tonight. We'll share a bunch of free picks with analysis, stuff like that. So, of course, we can't make a million YouTube videos a day. So if you want our bets in real time, join the OddsJam Discord. Most of it's going to be free. There will be some premium content, but hopefully you find this helpful. So anyways, let's get into our bets. So the first bet I have for today, really good, is in the Cardinals-Dodgers game. We're on Dylan Carlson over half of a total base. So he just needs one base, single, double, triple, home run, whatever, all gets the job done. And the profit margin is 7.63%. Right? So we've gone through this a ton of times, but because on PrizePicks, any two-pick entry is just a, plus 200 parlay, you're basically getting minus 137 implied odds on any pick you select, right? We've gone through this numerous times. There will be a video in the end screen kind of breaking this down, but long story short, you want to look for value on PrizePicks where you're getting bets that are winning over 57.74% of the time. If you're hitting your player props 60% of the time on PrizePicks, then you'll be winning your two-pick entries 36% of the time, so you'll be making money, right? So you can use the betting tools on OddsJam, to really find the best player props on PrizePicks. So this is an example of a great one, right? The sharpest bookmaker in the world is pricing this at minus 200. We're getting it minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks. So this is the first bet you should lock in. Dylan Carlson, over half of a total base for the Cardinals. Now the next pick I'm on, I've already given it out, but it's still available and it's still good, is right here. No runs first inning, Marlins Pirates. We have Lopez pitching, two relatively terrible teams in terms of scoring. So this is another great bet for tonight with value. Sharpest bookmaker pricing this at minus 157. The profit margin is 1.61%. So if you can find two bets from the OddsJam Positive EV page, that's what you want to lock in. And you can see I did it right here. 100 to win 300 plus 200 odds, we're getting. And on DraftKings, we're only getting plus 164. Right? So we're getting value to all the sports books, which are sharper, more efficient betting markets, right? We're letting OddsJam constantly scan the markets and find these good bets for us. And again, you can also look at the free OddsJam app for player prop research. So we can see Dylan Carlson has had over half of a total base, 44 out of 71 games this season, which is an implied price of minus 162. So this is a free app on OddsJam for player prop research. So long story short, if you bet on Carlson over half of a total base every game of the season, you would have cashed in 62% of games, right? So if you were betting at minus 162 odds, you would have broken even. If you were betting at minus 120, you would have made money, better odds. If you were betting at minus 250, you would have lost money, worse odds than the implied odds. Right? So we're getting minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks, and this bet has cashed 44 out of 71 times. So this makes us like the bet even more. And you can kind of look at last 5 games, last 10, last 25. You can slice the data home away in as many ways as you'd like to. But long story short, we definitely want to roll with Carlson over half of a total base. It looks great to the historical data. Minus 162 implied price, and the sharpest bookmakers pricing this all the way at minus 200, so we're getting a lot of value. So again, I locked it in, 100 to win 300. That's a little misleading because it's 100 to win 200 in profit, right? Plus your $100 stake back. So we can go through the math very briefly, right? Pinnacle's pricing Carlson over in bases at minus 200. They're pricing the under at plus 147. So according to the sharpest sportsbook, once you de-vig their market, remove the juice, remove the vig, we're hitting this bet 62.22% of the time, right? Boom. And then for the Nerfy bet, we want to do the same thing, right? Sportsbooks imply win probabilities for bets through their odds. So we want to remove the vig to see the true win probability, right? So for the Nerfy, they're pricing it at minus 157. So obviously they think it's favored, right? The sharpest bookmaker has this as a heavy favorite. So we just need to be winning our PrizePicks props over 57.74% of the time to break even. So plus 133, minus 157, we're hitting this 58.74% of the time. That beats the break-even win rate. And then we can plug that in here. We have two uncorrelated bets. So the win probability for our PrizePicks entry, you just multiply these two numbers together, is 36.5%. And then we can back out the profit margin of our PrizePicks entry, which is 9.6%. So super high profit margin, super good player prop entry on PrizePicks. Two picks, a Nerfy bet and a batter prop. So lock them both in. Really good. We have tons of PrizePicks entries open for tonight, and let's make some money.